Alright guys, I own 5 different planes. I have flown about 10 different planes. Out of all of them, this is the best. And I mean that in just about every way. Functionality, durability, price, it's under $100. These are like $119, I think, without a remote. Maybe I'm wrong. It could be more than that. That was 88 bucks with the remote. That was 150 with the remote. It's a great plane. That's awful, by the way. And I have a turbo timber. That was not a cheap date. But either way, this thing, I've split it down the middle. I've broken the nose twice. I have expelled the guts all over the place. I've busted the motor off. All this was out. I've broken a servo, which I replaced. This one, I've added a little rubber holder to that was left over from my Habu, which I wound up returning. Anyway, that big jet was just too much for me. Especially because I was flying it illegally. These are not illegal. This is the best bang for your buck. So if you can only get one plane, it should be this one. It flies fast, it flies slow. It's the best 2S system I've seen. Oh, the best, plane that flies on 2S. The Mustang and that Beech A300 both are supposed to actually operate on 2S. They both function on 3S. But only the Mustang flies well on 2S. But it's still not as good a system as this. This is a 700 milliamp battery, and you get, if you're full throttle the whole time, you get about 9 to 10 minutes. But if you take it easy, you can get upwards around 15 minutes or so. Honestly, if you fly like this, you probably get like 20 minutes. And I've been overvolting those 2S planes with 3S batteries, and they fly really nice like that, but I don't know how long that system will handle it. They're not getting very hot after that, 6-minute flight that that battery's capable of. So I think we're kind of safe. If I was trying to fly that thing at crazy speeds for 10 minutes, I'd be a little worried, but if you keep it around the same or and a little bit above its 2S capabilities, you should be alright. Anyway, my Mustang flies good like that. And I get the same time with my 500 3S as I do with the 600 2S. And everything's working a little bit harder. The servos they're working harder than they do under 2S. In the Mustang anyway, when I'm running on 3S. That Beech, it's not a good flyer. It's sketchy every time I take it up. But I think with the right modifications, it will be a good flyer. But it's kind of silly. I mean, it's tough as hell, so I guess it's worth putting a couple more dollars for a decent radio system in there, because the one that's in there is really bad. Oh, I got a peregrine or whatever this is, a hawk of some kind. Falcon, what do they call them? This is some kind of fat ass sparrow. I don't know what it is. Wide turn. Yeah. But I have we're banking a little better that way. There we go. That's better. Maybe it was. Alright, let's do a little fancy stuff. Okay. I like to put the save me on after a roll sometimes, or I don't, especially after I've done more than one roll and I haven't got my timing down yet. Oh, that was close. Yeah, this, I forgot, this, I lost my new jet that was like this, the newer of the two. I lost it out in a cornfield. 10-foot high corn, in a cornfield that you wouldn't believe the size of it. It's like a New York City block. We took a walk through there for about 20 minutes. And because I knew I had this other one, we didn't really give it the full effort. But God, man, if you saw this thing on a map, and I actually looked it up on Google Earth to take a look at the real image from above, and you are not even visible a speck compared to where this plane could be in this cornfield. I haven't got a clue, and the cornfield is just acres and acres and acres and acres. And it would be a miracle to stumble into it. Ooh, a little hard. A little harder than I wanted, but this thing can take it. I'm not worried at all when it lands like that. You just have to be careful that you're not yanking it out of some twigs and stuff. You see that? They'll catch just like that, and they'll yank. So that's all you got to be worried about, is things like that. And actually, it could have done some damage, but most likely it would have just popped the head off of that. But you don't want to take any chances. Just check it and make sure it's not tugging on anything when you're taking it out of weeds like that. I've had a couple close calls, but I've learned to check. Because those things, that's why I slathered the hell out of the wings. And now it's heavier, but I put Gorilla Glare Clear all on here because things were chopping into the wings as I was doing these grass landings. So it acts like a deflector, which is really good. So if you have that issue while you're landing into the brush, that of things chopping into your foam, put a little Gorilla Glue Clear on the edges of your wings, and it'll be fine. It acts as it just glazes right off of it, glances off instead of cutting in. Anywho, amazing look. Okay, so I had that up there. You saw how long? I'm still at 62% battery. It's ridiculous. That wasn't a flight with one of the normal. You'd have to bring it down, and I'm still at 62%. All right, see you guys.